Yeah. So today we'll discuss about this checkbox and radio button. So for that, let me close this, and I created one method here for radio button and checkbox. Yes. So uh, first I will comment to this all thing, and I will show you from scratch how it will work with this. So I'm saving this and close this part and checkbox. Yeah. So as of now, I'm just hitting this particular URL, and you can see like one browser, like this site got open into the browser. Now we have here like this radio button is there, and we have this checkbox is there, right? So how we can interact with this radio button and the checkbox. So first I'm going to work with this radio button, and for that, first let me open this particular URL into Chrome browser. Yeah. So now we can see we have radio button, right? And I want to interact with this. So first I need to get this particular locator, and here we can see we have this ID gender radio one. So if with this I want to write the CSS, just I need to put has and radio, and it's started highlighting. So the simple thing what I need to do, first I will get this particular locator. So cypress.get, and then I will put this particular locator. Right. So at this time we can see this is not clicked, right? Like it's not selected. So in the Cypress, if you want to verify like like radio button has been like already selected, or this checkbox is already checked or not. So for both, like either is checkbox or either is radio button. For both, we have one assertion, and again it's coming from this what you say, this Chai framework. So Chai is basically used for the assertion, and so here we grab the element, right? And if we already grab the element, on that we can put the assertion. So for that already I have discussed this should keyword, right? So this locator should, and here we can write inside this like b dot enabled. B dot enabled in the sense like it is not disabled, like, and it's we are able to like select this. So we just need to check that one. So that time we have to use b dot enable. Okay. Now if we'll save this, we can see this assertion got passed, right? It got the radio button, and it is saying yes, it is enabled. That means we are able to click this particular radio button. Now the next target is I'm going to click into this particular radio button. So same time again we'll select the same locator cypress.get, and then we can use dot, let's say I'm using check what happening. So we'll go one by one, and it will say like check is something only it will be applicable for this checkbox. So you can see it's throw some error, right? And fix the problem, use force.auto. Okay, so might be it is overlapped by some another element, and if I will use this force equal to true, it should start working. Yes. So as you can see, selected is smell, right? Now I want to put the assertion here, like is it already checked? Because check and checkbox, as I told, like we can use for both radio button and checkbox. So instead of check, you can use this click also. So if you'll put click here, also it should work. So let's see, I'm using click. You can see click is also working, check is also working. So you can use both, like either click or either check. Now I want to verify that this checkbox or this radio button has been selected or not. So for that, what assertion we can use? We can use this should be dot checked. So now if you run this, it should pass this assertion as well, right? So it's got passed. Like first time it was enable, then I selected that key, radio button, and then we verify that it has already checked. So in the similar fashion, if I want to interact with this checkbox, so for that, what I need to do, I need to take the CSS of this particular checkbox, and here we can see this ID, and the similar fashion we can write here as well. So as is highlighting this particular sports, now copy this, and we can come here cypress.get, and so basically we can put the same assertion onto this particular checkbox as well, right? So I will just change this particular CSS. So instead of this, we can put this CSS, and here this CSS, here this CSS, and again what we can do, so first it is enable. After enable, I can check also, like first time it is not checked, right? So should, and here what we can put, like not dot b dot checked. So what I'm doing here, first I checked, okay, is it enable, means are we able to click or not? Yes. Then first time it is not checked, so I'm checking, okay, it is not checked, like whatever the CSS I used, that checkbox is not checked. Then what I did, I use this click or I use this check, anything we can use, and after we already checked, we are verifying that it is already checked or not. So let's see, you can see everything got passed, right? Now in checkbox we have one more method for unchecking it. So for unchecking it, what we can do, dot uncheck, I guess, let me see, dot uncheck, yes. So after uncheck, we can verify like it is not checked, right? So again we can put this assertion here. So first I checked it, then verify is already checked, then I uncheck the checkbox, and then verifying it is not checked. So you can see everything got passed. So what happening here, first time I checked it, means you can see this sport selected here. Yes, it's click to the, so before and after. So before it was like highlighting the sports, after is already checked. Then we are verifying that it is already checked. Then what I did, we unchecked it, and then we verify like it is unchecked. Yeah, so this is all about handling checkbox and the radio button. So any confusion in this?
So, Smith, can you show us some dynamic checkbox and radio button? This is static, and is working on a static
So,
like, okay,
so
but when I'm working on the real time scenario, that time is really hard.
so checkbox, I don't think so. Some dynamic is there. So what do you understand by dynamic checkbox?
So suppose
Mhm.
There is a drop down, and in that drop down there is 10 check boxes, and in that check boxes there is another hierarchy, and
Yeah,
then you have to
got
go
it,
and
got it.
select. Yeah.
Got it, got it. So see, like generally the dynamic thing come for the drop down, definitely. But in the checkbox, most of time you will get, the static part only. So I will show you like how you can handle the dynamic element also. But as of now, like for like handling the checkbox, the concept is got clear, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I will jump to this that drop down. That time I will show you like how to handle like different kind of drop down. So that time might be you can merge the both concept. So again, like till the time I will not get like some real scenarios. I will not able to explain here, but yeah, I will give you the concept. Like if the scenario will come, you can handle in this way. Otherwise, if you get some real scenario and where you are stuck, like you can share with me, and then I can provide the solution. But yes, definitely I will show you the concept. If that things will come, how you can handle it. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
So this was all about the radio button and the checkbox. Now the next thing is the drop down itself. So again, like for the drop down, we have two, three things. And first I will go to with these documents. So if the drop down will come, Cypress has handled with the select keyword. And what exactly is this? So we have this select tag sometimes, not always. So sometimes in the sense how the HTML code or CSS will show. So let's see if this is the code, the HTML code, right? And we are using this select as a tag, and we have this option. So in this case, if you want to select any element from the drop down, so this is a drop down value, and this is a select tag, right? So that time we have like cypress dot get select. This is a, like command for getting this drop down, and then you can use again this dot select keyword, and you can either choose by value or either choose by this text. So here we have two things, right? Value and option, correct? So value and option in the sense, this is the value like 456, 457, 458, and options is, you can see like this is the option, right? And option is the apple, orange, and the banana, right? So if you want to select orange, either you can choose with this value 457 or either with this orange edge. So how they have used this? So again, cypress dot get select, because the select is the tag, and then using keyword select, and they are using with the value 456. So they have already selected the drop down, and once they selected the value from the drop down, they are going to verify, okay, dot should have value equal to 456. So this they have put as the assertion as well. If you want to select by this particular option, so that time you have to write in this way, like, yeah, so here they have like use the multiple option, like they want to select apple and orange both. So again, cypress dot get select, then select, and they have put it the apple and banana array, and then dot invoke variable. So inside that, what they are doing, dot should deep dot equal 456 and 458. So this is the like way to handle multiple value at a time. But let's say here they want to select with this banana first true. Yes, so they have selected this banana, right? Like by option, here is the banana, right? So they have selected the same way, cypress dot get select and dot select banana, and they have used this force equal to true. Might be it was not able to select some because of overlapping by another element. So this is two way, either you can put the option or either you can put the value. But this will only work once we have this select tag. Okay, so I tried to figure it out, but like in the real things I didn't get. and I had only one URL, like this one. Mhm. If I'll go to this particular site, this is again for the practice site, I've got it. And for here, if you'll go, I can just show you the, the example, but in the real scenario, if you'll get it, you can figure it out. So here you can see if you'll get this, inspect. Yeah, so here you can see this to select ID drop down. Yes, so as I was telling, we need to get the select ID, and then we have three options here, right? So if you want to perform with this particular drop down, here the same concept will work. So I, like, just for the reference purpose, I'm showing you, and I will show you the dynamic concept as well here. And in the real life scenario also, I will go with the like some select option. So the first thing what I'm going to do, Cypress dot visit. So first I need to use that particular URL. So it will hit, it will launch that particular URL. Then what I told, Cypress dot get, and then we need to use the key tag, right? So that is the select. So once you got there, then what we can use, this again select keyword, and here you can use this particular value or option. So value, what I'm going to try here, the value is option 1. So both is same, value and option both is same only. So I can use anything here and it should work. So let me try. Drop down. Yeah. Okay, I've used some wrong URL. I have to use this one. Okay, so here you can see this static got passed, right? And select this, then select here, and select option, and after that, should we perform anything?
I think we need to click on the option.
Yeah, so let me see. After that, let's say we selected this, and 1 second, here they have select this. No, so only the select is enough. Cypress dot incorrect, you select this one. Yeah, so Cypress dot get, then select, and we can directly select it. So it should work. Okay, so let's see option 2 if I'm trying. And this part will comment everything as of now. Yeah. Yeah, so it's selected here, right? You can see. If we'll go to this static, if you go here and one select option is there, yeah. So here before and after is there, right? So if you click to before, you can see it's highlighted this select drop down, and after, if you click the after, it should select, yeah, option 2 is selected. You can see, correct? Got it, right?
Mhm.
So like we have nothing, you have to like some rocket science, just you have to use this select keyword, and here you can choose by value or option, right? So this was one, the aesthetic things. Second things, what I figure it out in this particular site, not here. I had one more site. Yeah. So first I will comment this, and this one I was telling. So sometimes you will not get either select or either, the dynamic thing. So here what will happen, I will show you. Okay, so in what happening here, first I will go to this particular site and then I will tell you. So here, this is the URL. Yeah. Yeah, so this is the URL, and let's see, this is the drop down, and you want to select anything, right? So here you can't see, like any select tag, select ID, old menu is there, but okay, so here it will work, definitely it will work, because again we'll try with this. We have option also, and we have value also, correct?
Yes.
So with the same things, if we'll try here, so we can use this select keyword, and then we can go with the value or option. So value 1, 2, 3. So let me try. It should work. We comment this as well as of now. Yeah. So what I did, simple, I hit this particular URL, and then Cypress dot get select, and then
Dot select.
here it is comma 8. Yeah, and then we have to use this again, dot select
And the option.
option. Yes, so it could be, let's see, I'm using red only. Let's see what happening. Might be it could throw error, because if the multiple select will be there, then Cypress will get confused.
I think red is already default, so it will not change anything.
That is not a things, but if select is only one, like only one select into the DOM, only that time it will work. So let's say I'm using one. Yes, so that problem we don't have with the, okay, red is selected. So let's see, I will choose some file. Yeah, so problem is not with the, like this red or index or something. The problem is here, you can see cypress.select can only be called on a single select. Your subject contains 2 elements. That means if I'll go to this particular URL, select is here. So might be with this select, we have multiple drop down. Okay, so select 127. So might be we have multiple, like select tag option is there, and that's why this Cypress is getting confused. Okay, so 19 is here, 18. So we'll see this later, but you got the concept, right? How did it work? Like select, we need to use that. Yeah, please.
So if I had to select from a dynamic drop down, the value that is at position 4.
I will come to that point as well.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So this is, I'm just showing you, this aesthetic things. And another option
Okay.
also we have. So what you can do, this one you have to go and yeah. So let's see. I click to this red. Yeah. So here how you can handle. You can inspect this, and you can see this ID is equal to old select menu. And here you can use has and this. So here we can see this. Okay, this is highlighting. And what I will do. Uh,
Can we use contain method here?
So I'm just using this cypress.get, and we can use this click. The normal
Okay.
normal things. We can use this click, and after using click, what will happen? The drop down will be open, and after the drop down will open, we can click anything, right? Red, blue, anything. So let's see what we can do. This cypress dot contents. So contents keyword used for selecting element by text, correct?
Yes.
So here we have red, blue, green, anything. So let's say I want to select green. So green, and then dot click. So most probably it should also work. So can select. Okay, where is the select? Okay, so not saved properly or what? Click cannot be called on a select element. Use cypress.select command. Okay, so I will tell you what happening here. Let's say I'm choosing. Okay, this is not okay. This is select only. Let's say I want to choose anything from here. Okay, so here we can see like there is no select things, select tag. So then again there is difference between drop down. This old style menu have a tag of the select only, right? And let's say if I'll go here, yes. So here we don't have any select keyword, correct? This is a class, just a class. And if I go with this class, so again we have 3 element with this particular class, correct? So what we'll do, I will go here and instead of this old select menu, what I will do, I will use this class. And after using class, I want to using index because we are getting 3 element with the same class. So we can use this EQ, and index will start with the 0. So I want to first index, and then I want to click green. Not green, I need to select something from here, right? So let's say I want to select this professor, prof dot something to prof dot. Selected professor. Yeah, it's selected. You can see, you go here, before they have just highlighted, and after it's selected. Right. So this is like the different way of handling. Like you have to go with the real scenario and how you can handle it. So here, like simply what I'm doing, I'm just simply clicking to this particular drop down. I'm just clicking to this particular drop down, and after that, I'm clicking to here. Okay. Even if you want to take the X path, you will not able to. I'm going to right click, it's not working. But from here, like if we'll go here, inspect. So here we can see, okay, like we have this, these all are the text. So with this text, we can write the X path. So dot contents and any text we can put it, correct? But here you can't see in the right side. If you want to find it out, you will not figure it out, because you can see here is the drop down things, and only ms dot is there, and after that there is no element, correct? So this is how you will select the static value. Now coming to the dynamic. So what does it means of dynamic first? So dynamic means the number of the drop down value will be changed, or like it will depends. So sometimes what will happen, let's say you want to select any country from a drop down, and let's say we have a list of 100 country. In that 100 country, you selected you search with some keyword. Let's see, I search with India or something. So if once you will type IN, so the related country with IN only you can see. So again, if you search with some A, B, C something, so the number of country will be changing into the drop down, correct? And that is called something dynamic value. So if you want to handle that, so again, like I will go with this same URL, particular URL we have here. They have like written some good HTML, but the same concept you can utilize anywhere if you are getting the same kind of dynamic value. So what does it mean? I will tell you. So if you'll go here, and you can see here, like this drop down, like value will change. So this is dynamic thing. And if I search, let's say India. So with the India, how many element is came? I will tell you. If you'll go to inspect, this is the ID, and where is that? Not this. Let's say I'm searching India. Okay. And yes, so I searched IND, and as of now, we can see only three value. One is British India, one is India, and third one is Indonesia. After that, you can't find any extra element here, correct? So if I will search only IN, so that time you can see this number got changing, right? So here we can find like more element, correct? So this is called something dynamic value. Like this is the value from the drop down is getting changing as per this particular keyword, right? So this, whatever the concept now I'm going to tell you, it will only work if you will able to find at least here, even it is one element or two element or more element, if you are able to figure it out here. Okay, so here we can see, we in the left side we have three country like British India, India, and Indonesia, and the similar fashion it is updating here as well. Like inside this UI menu, if you'll extend this, you can find this British India, you can find this India, and you can find this Indonesia. So if you are able to achieve this, and if you are able to find it out here, only then whatever concept I'm going to tell you, it will work. And what is the concept here? First, you have to find this class like UI menu item, whatever the class name is there. You have to figure it out. And as you can see, we have three elements with the same class, right? So that time we can iterate our locator one by one, and we'll verify, like when the text will be Indonesia or text will be India, it will go and select that one. Got concept? So if I'm going to write it here, how it will work? So nothing, simple, you have to do, use this for loop. So for that, what you will do, okay, I will comment this. And I will again write from the fresh. So first you have to hit this particular URL, right? So it will hit that URL, and then I need to type something here, right, in the text box. So for that, you need to figure it out first, the inspect this text box element, right? And this text box, we can figure it out with either class or with the ID. So this ID is easy. We can, using has, we can write the CSS. So let's see some issue. 1 second. Okay, so ID equal to autocomplete class equal to this one. Okay, let me use the class is working or not. Class if I'll use, yes, so it's highlighting only one element, right? So better I will use this class. I'll go here and then we'll write this cypress.get and then we'll use this class name. Correct? So this class name we have put here. Now, after that, we can use this type, right? I want to enter something. So type and I want to search with, let's see, the simple things was India. So let's see, I'm searching with IND. Okay. So now if you search here I and D, you can see only 3 elements is there, right? And in that, I want to select India. Let's see. So how you will do that one? So first you typed there. Now you need to figure it out, like this one, like all element unique ID. So all element unique ID in the sense, we'll go here. And here is the British India and the class is unique. That was everything, right? Every element, this class is unique, right? UI menu item. So this is the unique for every element. So if you will go and write the CSS with this class, you can find the 3 element, correct? 1, 2, 3. So nothing you have to do. You have to just take it out and here cypress.get and here you will use the same CSS. So by this, what will happen? You will get 3 element, right? So after that, you have to use for loop. So for loop in Cypress, we can use this each, right? As I told earlier. So if you use each and we have this 3 keyword inside, right? One is the element, one is the index, and one is the list. Right. So either you can use the dollar sign or either you can use right this way also, that will work. The thing is, if you are using element here, you have to use inside the bracket, like where you are going to use this element, right? The similar fashion. So this is done. After that, you have to use H and here again one more bracket. 1 second.
Sumant, can we use like, I think like just an option, can we use contains method here on the top before this line? If we can use cy.contain and simply type whatever we want to select, it will work. I think just try that. Like
Yeah,
we can go, yeah, we
got
can
it,
go
got
with
it.
this one too, but we can just try that.
Got it. Got your point. So anyhow, once we type this India,
Mhm.
the drop down will be open and using the contents also it should work. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, I think it should work.
So let's see, I'm typing India and then INDIA.
Name should be the same.
Yes. So yeah, we'll try it. No worries.
Just comment this one. Yes.
INDIA. Yes. So it should work. Okay. So save it. So contents this and then dot click.
Yes.
We selected India or what? So contents, then click. So before it was here and after it was here. So it's selected British India. Okay. Now I guess, okay, we'll try with another example. So we'll get the exact idea what happening here. So I search only
Why,
I
yeah, so
and
I sorry, why I did I asked you to do that, because I was getting the same issue when I was working. I
okay.
selected, and if that and that is happening, like here it selected British India,
Mhm.
and because when we want India, but it is selecting British India. So same thing happened with me. I was selecting some particular name and it was taking the default first one. So
No, no.
that's
So
why
no, no. So here I got your point, but the thing is, it's not selecting the first default one. I will tell you what was the issue here. So as of now, what I did, instead of writing IND, I just search IN. Okay. So
Mhm.
if you will type only IN, what will happen? You can see multiple element here, right?
Right.
Now, if you try to find out, so I search this BENIN. Okay.
Mhm.
So I type here BENIN and dot click. So let's see what happening here. Yes, you can see it's typed here, right?
Uh,
Now let's see if I'll search China, CHINA, it should select China, right?
yes, it should.
Okay, so it's selected Finland. Why? We'll go here and once we click,
It is clicking on China, but why it is not containing China? Like why it is not selecting China? What is the reason?
okay, so the thing is, I will tell you, if we are using for loop, okay,
Mhm.
so in the for loop, what happening, we are doing kind of the same thing, but we are moving every element one by one. Okay, so let me first write the exact syntax, and then I will explain you why
Yep.
the issue is here and why it is able to select with the for loop. So instead of this one, I will first comment this, and here is the syntax, like this one we can use. So what I did, I use the for loop, and so this is just a for loop, and in the for loop, what will it will happen? The element with this particular class UI menu item. So as of now, I have only searched IN. So with the IN, how many element is coming? So it's almost 36 element, right?
Mhm.
So as of now, here with this particular class, we have total 36 element. And now I'm going to use the for loop and using this element, that means I'm just passing the reference of this all 36 element into this ELE. And then I'm going to verify if element dot text equal to whatever. So let's see, I want to search China. So element dot text is China. Go and click to that element. So let's see it's working or not first. So it's selected China. So what was the confusion before and why it's selecting now? Correct? You got it one? Here is selected China, correct?
Mhm. So I will
So,
try this for loop.
so I will tell you what happening. So sometimes, like it was working properly without for loop also.
Yes,
So let
sometime it is working, but sometime it is just
not.
selecting
Yeah.
whatever
So,
the first
so what
pattern is.
happening? I will tell you. Let's see if we'll go here and it's I'm searching IN or something, right?
Mhm.
Uh, okay, so here you can see we have multiple element, right? And we are trying to click just by its text value, correct?
Correct.
We are not going to iterate one by one. So by the text value in the sense in the complete DOM, even it is not into this particular drop down. In the
Mhm.
complete DOM, when wherever that particular text will come, it will try to click. So the Cypress sometimes get confused with the exact element. It is not able to like figure it out exactly. Okay, where is the China? Because it is trying to figure it out into the complete DOM with that particular syntax. But if you use this for loop,
Okay.
that time what is happening, I am like forcefully telling to Cypress, go one by one to this particular element only.
So in for loop, we need not to define the value. Like we are just typing this, just go through each element one by one. And if you get this element, then
Yeah.
just click on that.
Yeah, so that time we are especially telling, okay, so it's
Mhm.
going one by one, one by one, one by one, it's verifying the text. So in this, so let's it's reach to this element, China. So
Mhm.
there I'm going to verify, okay, the text is China, yes, is confirmed. So click this element only. So Cyprus that time is like 100% sure, I want to click this element only.
Okay.
And that's why there is no confusion. But before it was tried to figure out in the complete DOM, and after that you are trying to click. So might be because of that the issue was there. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So that's why sometimes work, sometimes not work like that.
Yeah, for some drop downs, it is working.
No, so it's
But
not about
for
the drop down. It will like as per the value. So here, if I search, like this one, Benin, it was working, right? BENIN.
yes,
It
for
was
that.
working fine. So that Benin will always work. It's not like, okay, one times Benin will fail, one times it work. So if any text is working, it will work always
Okay.
like that. So yeah, so this was the concept of dynamic drop down. Dynamic drop down means the number of value itself is getting changed, right? So here
Mhm.
we can see as of now is 36 element. If I type D, it have only the 3 element. You can see, right, 3 element. So this is the dynamic in the nature. So that's why we should go with this for loop, and this is the best solution. If it is static, then static you can directly click and you can select option like this also, or either if it is a select tag, you can use. So these 3-4 things into the drop down value. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I guess like we are almost 90% covered as per the this course structure what we have discussed. So we'll go and we'll see if we have missed anything.
So
So
we are, when are you going to show us the parameterization?
parameterization, okay, about this okay, BDD, right?
Yes.
Okay, that part is missing. Okay, fine. Then let me first go with this structure, like have we missed anything, or like, so after that, like in the next class I will figure like complete that as well. What is time now? 9:30 already. So okay, like tomorrow I will finish that one, no issue. So first let me stop the recording.